Hey, this is Danny Worf.
Hi, I'm Coach McElwain, University of Florida. How about those Gators?
With Gator Country.
Gator Country, that's the way to go.
Hello, Gator Country fans. I'm Cassidy Hill. This is Nick Delator. Back out here at the third practice of the week, Friday. Finally, Friday. Yeah, you're welcome for that. And it's hot. It finally got hot.
It's really nice.
Okay, he's from Miami. It's hot
really nice
for all of us normal people. And of course, this is the day they put on pads. Could you tell a difference at all? Like, where's anyone a little bit more sluggish?
Yeah, you can definitely tell. The first 2 days, there's excitement because it's new. And now the excitement is, hey, we're actually playing football now. Now we can hit somebody. J.C. Jackson took somebody down to the ground. They're not supposed to be doing that. So he got a little whoa boy from Jeff Collins, like, hey, pull it back. So players are excited. The first couple days you're doing football things, and now that the pads are on, you're playing actual football.
Like a football move?
Yeah.
I thought that was funny. But offense, that's going to be the focus for a while now, understandably so.
Yeah.
The defense, you can tell just in these couple periods of practice, there's no drop-off from one group of defensive players to the next. But the offense is really where a lot of the questions are. We spent a lot of time over there with them today. What did you see?
Well, like you said, defense, a lot of the players return, and a lot of the schemes and the terminology are the same from Jeff Collins. So really, I think what you can expect from the defense is what you've been getting from Florida, which is a great defense. Offensively, you've got 7 offensive linemen, a brand new scheme. You're playing under center. Will Greer and Nortran Harris played under center. High school, they didn't do it. They didn't do it last year. So there's a ton of question marks.
The coaches touched on that too. So let's hear what Coach McElwain and Coach Nussmeier had to say.
Coach, how different is the offense that they're running now compared to a year ago, maybe?
Quite a bit, no doubt about it. And yet, there's principles within there that are all the same, no matter what offense you're running. But it's look, and we've had 3 days of install. There's a heck of a lot more formations, motions, shifts, different personnel groups. So that's a lot of the stuff that still needs to go in. But they're adapting and communicating, and feel pretty good about it, actually. Well, they're getting a ton of reps, and consistency in what we're doing is something that they're just going to thrive on. And we've got really good teaching going on there. And here's the thing that I'm really excited about, and I can say this about every group. They're eager and willing. And that's something to be said about that, is when you're eager and willing, you're going to have a chance to be successful. And that group has probably showed me more out of all the groups on the field than anybody.
Is the tempo that you've been at this week going to be the norm for practice?
Well, we should be faster. Our guys got to understand that's how we do it. Create the chaos. Play when your mind seems tired, when your body seems tired, and you've got to understand you can overcome if your mind will let you. And so those are some of the things that we're teaching, not only physically, but obviously in our mental conditioning aspect of what we do in our program. So we've got a ways to go. It's new for them. But we should be able to complete the amount of prescribed reps that we have going in, and we should beat the clock. That's really what should happen. So we will. So today we were about 3 minutes over, and we had a couple do-overs that might have had something to do with that. And as I explained to them, the old "my bad" deal, guess what? In life, you don't get a second chance, right? You get one chance to do it right. So, there aren't any do-overs. And so it's the importance of understanding, do it right the first time. And those are lessons that help carry you through other than just a game of football. So,
how big a transition is it for the players, a whole new offense, basically?
I think anytime you install a new offense, there's a large transition. So the idea is for us to give them a lot of information, put them into a situation where they're forced to really think, and then force them to try and play fast. And then you go back and reteach, and then they'll get it, and they'll get it, and they'll get it, and you keep to add, and you continue to build from there.
With a few practices, and how would you evaluate the job that your quarterbacks have done so far?
Well, I think it's a learning curve. It's a steep one right now. For them, they weren't under center last year, so just starting from that, we'll talk about getting in a stance, proper hand placement to take a snap. You're talking about things that, if you don't focus on little things, they become major issues. So we started from a base premise. I think they're doing a really, really good job from being eager, from wanting to learn, from studying extra. But like anything, it's going to take a little bit of time.
Anybody or anything jumping out at you, or is it way too early for that?
The biggest thing that jumps out to me is how hard our kids compete and how eager and willing they are. They've done a great job. They've really embraced. We've talked about embracing change. Change is inevitable in life. You can either resist it or you can embrace it. And they've done an outstanding job of that. Couldn't be happier.